Good morning, have a nice Friday. This is Daniele Capezzone, I'm from Italy, the Watcher Post from the Utopia Studios in Rome. There is an old left-wing narrative, left-wing storytelling, according to which you can be an environmentalist only if you are a left-wing person, a left-wing man, a left-wing woman. According to this binary and bizarre vision of life and politics, there are two kinds of people. If you are a left-wing person, you are supposed to be kind and caring. On the contrary, if you are a right-wing elector, you are supposed to be unkind and nasty. Of course, that's bizarre and ludicrous. I am old enough and lucky enough, before he died, to attend several conferences and speech given by the greatest conservative philosopher of the last decade, the British Roger Scruton. He was an environmentalist, he was a conservative, and he explained that just because you are tied to certain roots and tradition and places, you are supposed to be a guy who feels the duty to leave a heritage to those who will come after you. And he often quoted another intellectual giant of the previous century, the political philosopher Edmund Burke, a conservative as well, according to whom, as you remember, life and society and politics were, how can I say, multi-generational projects. According to the theories by Burke, there is a bond which ties together the dead, those who are living, ourselves, and those who are still unborn. And if you are aware of this bond, you will feel the duty to leave a heritage to those who will come after you. So let's leave aside these left-wing bias and let's move on to the concrete side of the story. There is a political purpose which is totally to agree with, which is represented by the purpose of decarbonization. We all agree with that aim, with that purpose. The problem is represented by the means we choose to carry through this political program, this political platform. So far, in the Western world, we have followed three dangerous and sometimes politically disgraceful ways to pursue that aim. The first one is represented by international treaties, such as the Treaty of Paris. We are often legally binding for us, for the Western world, but leave totally free several Asiatic players. So these treaties happen to be ineffective. The second way is represented by tax hikes, tax increases. And the third one is represented by some regulatory packages coming from the EU. And often these elements create a sort of fiscal and regulatory burden, which is excessive, which is a sort of sword of Damocles hanging over our businesses and their ability to stay competitive. And so what's the challenge? We are now in the middle of a process called Recovery Fund, which is the political challenge of the EU and of the 27 EU members. And a part of that is the ecologic transition. And of course, we all agree with that purpose. The real challenge for sensible politicians, right-wing or left-wing, that doesn't matter, is to pursue that political aim without hitting our businesses and also our way of life. As I told you last Friday, this program would have a sort of 2.0 version, a new version, an extended version, in an hour at 11 a.m. here at A View from Italy. We will be talking just about this topic with a member of the government, the Undersecretary Vania Gava, and also representative of businesses and association. They will join us. We will have with us, and it will be a great pleasure, Lorenzo Costantini, country manager of Iberdrola Italia and the chairman of Confedilizia, Giorgio Spaziani Testa. So stay tuned, and we will be talking just about this topic, ecological transition and the needs of the economic system, at 11 a.m. Thank you once again.